should have never happened. No one has ever tried to hurt me before. I didn't think he could put me in danger. I never thought it could happen to me. I had just been through a really rough week at school. I was ready to go out and have a good time when my friend Rob suggested we go to a party. It didn't take much convincing on his part. At the party, my friend Sarah introduced me to Kyle. I thought it was cute, so we started talking. I was having a really good time at the party. Everybody was getting along great. It seemed like every time I turned around, Sarah's giving me another shot of tequila. Pretty soon, I was feeling pretty drunk.
I went to a party with my friend Andy and his girlfriend Sarah. There I met Steph. We talked for a while, and we really kind of hit it off. Then Andy grabbed me, and we started drinking. I was pretty wasted by the time we were done.
The rest of the evening's kind of a blur. I don't remember when Sarah left or why. I just remember sitting there on the couch not recognizing anyone. I was so confused. I couldn't walk home by myself. She just left me there without even saying goodbye.
She was sitting alone on the couch, so I went over to talk to her. She seemed really happy to see me. She said she wanted to go home, so I offered to walk with her.
I was starting to get really worried, and then I saw Kyle. I was so relieved to see someone I knew. He listened to what happened and seemed so nice. He even offered to walk me home. I knew he was drunk, but I thought I could trust him.
We were on our way back to her place. She was stumbling the whole time. She could barely walk. I practically had to carry her back to her residence hall. I thought she was going to pass out, so I put her on the couch. Then she asked me to stay and have another drink, so I did.
We were on the bed, and he had another drink. He was really interested in what I had to say. I wasn't thinking. It just happened. I leaned over and kissed him. I was kind of surprised when we started to kiss back.
We started kissing, and I just assumed she was willing to go farther. She didn't say anything, so I decided to go for it.
Things were going too fast, and then all of a sudden something changed. You wouldn't talk anymore. All you did was try to kiss me. You were so forceful. I wanted to say something. I wanted to say no, but you shouldn't seem to notice it's not what I wanted, and I kept turning away. You see my clothes and started touching me. Suddenly I felt scared. I wish I would have struggled. But then it happened. Wow. I wanted to scream. To tell you. But all I could do was cry. I just asked him, why are you doing this to me?
When it was over, I looked down, and you were crying. You looked at me and whispered, "Why are you doing this to me?" I thought about that night. I know we were drunk, but I really thought we hit it off. You invited me to stay, and then you kissed me. Isn't this what you wanted? You kept crying. I never made a woman cry like that before. I realized it's not what you want. I just assumed. I couldn't bear to see you cry. I felt so guilty. I can't believe I let this happen. I couldn't say anything. So I just got up and left.
Then I looked up at you for an apology. A reason, something. You wouldn't say anything. You didn't look at me. You just got up and walked out like nothing happened. I was so angry. I felt so invaded, so violated, so ashamed. I cried myself to sleep that night. I just kept thinking, why did this happen?
I never stopped to think about what you wanted, or what you were feeling. There's no excuse for what I did. No excuse.
Look, I can spell it out rather quickly. I totally messed up. But getting kicked out of school for cheating? Me? What? Cheating? No way. All I did was copy a couple of words. Okay, maybe a couple of lines. Fine, it was pages. Wow, did I ever mess up? Now, I have to meet with the dean of students. And this is no joke. The last person found responsible for cheating is no longer here. But what happens in the end ultimately doesn't matter. I still have to go home and deal with my parents. They're just waiting for me to get home so they can kill me. All because of a stupid paper that I could have probably written better on my own. I guess it wasn't my paper after all.
Oh, here you are. I've been looking everywhere for you. Are you okay?
Yeah. Not really.
Joe told me what happened. I can't believe you two got mugged.
Me neither.
Well, first, I'm so glad you're both okay.
Thanks.
Now, what were you thinking?
I don't know. We were having such a good time at the club. We just totally lost track of time. And we missed the last metro.
So,
Just thought we'd walk?
at 3 in the morning, through downtown DC?
Yeah. Not the brightest of ideas.
That's an understatement.
But I never had to worry about this before. I grew up in a small town, middle of nowhere. I knew everyone.
I understand. But you go to school in a major city now, and you have to think of your safety.
I love DC.
Yeah, it's a great place to go to school, but you need to start making better decisions.
Trust me. I know that now.
Parties happen in college, and alcohol and drugs may or may not be present. Some pretty amazing things happen, though, when you're under the influence. Here are the top 10 cool things people have done when they were drunk.
10. I spilled beer all over my date, and she left me at the party alone.
9. I was so drunk at a party once, I made up with 5 guys. Only one of them had an STD.
8. I was so drunk, I puked all over my boyfriend's new car.
7. My best friend and I got in a fight. I didn't exactly mean to make out with his girlfriend.
6. I was so hungover that I missed my test and failed the class. English 101.
5. I ripped the sink out of my residence hall's bathroom, and now the whole building has to pay for it.
4. I don't remember.
3. I was sexually assaulted.
2. I had sex and now I'm pregnant.
1. I drove home drunk from the club and got into an accident. My best friend who was with me is still in the hospital.
Parties do happen, and alcohol and drugs may be present. But please be responsible. Make smart choices. And remember, it's okay to say no. Think about it. Are these things really cool?
I hated it here my first semester. I'm a commuter, and I felt out of place. It was as if all my classmates knew each other from the residence halls, the clubs on campus. I never really stuck around long enough to join a club or to really make any real friends. My first day, I got up, I went to classes, I went to work, and then I went home. It was miserable. So, mid-semester, when my advisor asked me, "How are your classes going?" I was like, "Fine." Then she asked me, "Well, how are you doing?" I was like, "Not too well." I don't remember much of the conversation that followed after that, but I do remember joining a club the next week and signing up with Res Life. And the following week, I made friends and study partners. Now I'm so busy with my classes, my part-time job, and all my friends and organizations.